Susan, because it's a special kind of time in this special kind of world. So I was very much aware of the tugs and the pulls and what people are buying into, and you do that for what reason? So, hey Sarah, welcome. Just going to wait a few seconds for the algorithms to kick in to let people know we are going live. If you have a friend who needs to hear this, tell them, come on in. We're not taught, hey Anka, we're not taught as we come into this world that we're magical, right? Hey Maureen, welcome. Everybody's coming on in. Tell us where you're from. We have an international community, and we're talking about magic today. A lot of people have forgotten. Oh, dying. Hey Kelly, you have a capacity for magic. Are you using it? Or are you buying what this reality is telling you? That you have to be, what you have to do, how you have to do, right? Hey Rita, welcome from San Antonio. So it is, I got a heart on that one. It is, hey Jim, welcome. Everybody's coming on. Hey Muscan, welcome. We're talking about magic today. We're talking about being in the question of the magic that we truly be. It seems that people have forgotten that with the coronavirus, with the hoarding, with the desperate information that's pouring in, with people relinquishing their magic to what the government says, to what society says, to what this reality says. Whew. I mean, you buy all that for what reason? Hey Laura, yay. So this is, hey Gloria, welcome. So as this is not, Dorit is online as well, as this is not a dialogue or monologue, it's a conversation. Come in with your questions and let's see what we can shift and change here. So let's start asking some questions with, what have you decided magic is, right? A lot of people say, well, I wish I had what they had. Hey Mark, welcome. I wish I knew what they knew, right? Well, here's the deal. If you are aware, you're aware, right? Hey, Zipporah, welcome. If you're aware of what someone says, get present. Being present is magic, right? Not many people on this planet are willing to actually be present. Right? Have you ever met somebody and they have no judgment at all? That's the magic of who they be. So, hey, Rotio. So here's my question for you. Are you willing to acknowledge your awareness? Right? That's the energies that start going out and vibrating. So, like meets like. We know that. So are you willing to acknowledge in your day, every way, where you are actually being magic and what magic is for you? Muscan says, for me, magic is creating with ease. Maureen says, yay, magic. Because we create with magic all the time. But the thing is, gratitude and acknowledgement is what creates that vibration going out, right? Rosia says, yes. So start with you today. You know, it's what I find people are coming to me with, what my clients are telling me is their stress about all of this information out here. Well, I'm asking you to be present with the magic of who you be, what you be, and how you be. Thank you. A question, Tignes. I love questions. When you say be present, what do you mean? Cool. Okay. So, thank you so much. Is this ringing for people? Let me see some thumbs up and some hearts, right? I love that. Thank you so much. Being present, there's no past, there's no future, there's right now in this 10 seconds, right? Oh, I got a lot of hearts and thumbs up. So, is there anything you've been asking for? And this is for everybody. Thank you so much. When somebody asks a question, generally it pops for everybody. Is there anything you've been asking for and you receive the information in a totally different way than what you thought it was going to be like, right? That's A, being the magic of awareness, and B, being present. Being present is receiving with no point of view. It's not like, you've already got out of being present. If you're going to, but it didn't work last time. Bingo, gone, magic. No, Rather than saying, oh, here's some information, or here's a possibility, I wonder what this could create, and be present with that question. How many of us ask a question looking for an answer, expecting an answer? How many of us create what we think will be something wonderful, and then we sit back and wait for others to validate it? You just dusted off the magic, right? Magic is presence. Bring on the magic, says Teresa. Deborah says, hi, Susan, sending love. Thank you so much. So let me know if this gives you information on what being present is. I'll give you an example in my life. So we've had somebody, many of you know, I spent about 14 years traveling, teaching classes, and just kind of being present in the world with who I be, what I be, and how I like to play. And then I chose, I think I can do this from my home, right? I'm choosing to spend more time with my little grandbeings, with my partner Ricky, and I've got this amazing office that nurtures me. What would that create, right? Am I willing to be present with that information? And sure enough, my clients came rolling in through the magic of Zoom, right? Through the magic of the internet. And by being present, by being who I be and not changing who I be, by offering that to people in a different way, I was present with the information that came in, with the clients that came in, and also what else is being asked of me, right? So I never go to the wrongness or the rightness. It's more like, oh, what's being asked of me now? And then I'm present with the information that comes in. It could come in 3 years from now. It could come in the next 10 seconds. Yeah. Jagnice, let me know how this lands for you. People who are listening, you get this sense of magic and presence go hand in hand. And the willingness to acknowledge, receive, and embody who I be, what I came here to be and do, and what I am doing. That's magic. Right? There's no judgment there. The willingness to be conscious and live in consciousness is being present. Right? So, questions on that. How is this landing for people? Right? We think of magic as somebody, woo, yeah, how many lifetimes have we all been Merlin? For sure. And everywhere you're refusing to be Merlin the magician right now, would you be willing to let that go? So clear. Thank you, said Support. Mwah. Thank you, Support, for that response. Yeah, because I need to know where we all are in this conversation, right? Another example of magic, I often will see dimes in different places. And I've been asking recently, so I know I'm shifting, I know I'm changing, I know I'm up-leveling, if you want to use that word, or pivoting, if you want to use that word. I love it. Everybody's out there using different language for magic, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. And as I said in the video earlier, what did I see as I left Costa Rica was already aware there's a huge shift in my business. It's like, boom, 2 dimes. Hi, Irina. Hi, Gita. And that's the magic. I'm willing to receive, embody, and acknowledge. Gratitude is magic, right? Gratitude creates. So everywhere you decided that whatever's going on in the world right now is real and true in a way that doesn't encourage you to be the magic you are, would you be willing to uncreate and destroy that? Because it ain't true, baby. Zipporah, I get knocked off present by, for instance, half an hour ago. My daughter's freaking out that my husband went to work today. It's his choice, right? Her choice, his choice. You could ask, what does the energy of freaking out create for you? I just had this conversation with a client earlier today. A lot of us go to what we know, right? Which is in the past, which is not being present. A lot of us go to the behaviors of what we know instead of creating greater, right? So if freak out is a known behavior for you or anybody else, if being stressed is a known behavior for you or anybody else, when you're actually willing to be present, take the veil off, ask what's possible here for me. Truly what's possible here for me. What would I like to play with? How would I like to create now? What could that be like for me? And what magic could that create in the world? That's an unknown for a lot of people. I'm going to say the word, it's very scary for them. Because initially it's exciting, yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm out here flying and I don't know where my wings are. I better go back to what I know, which is, it's not possible, or I'm bored, or freak out, or distract, right? So everywhere you're buying the distractions of old behaviors, instead of actually being present with truly, so what's possible here? And then be present with that. When we're being the question, it's not about having an answer. Thanks, Mark. Mark says what's possible here. It's not about having an answer. It's about being willing to receive the clarity that you're asking for. Rosia says, I love this conversation. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. Jim says, thank you for this stabilizing message, reminding me awareness without judgment. Yeah, baby. Janie says, true. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Jagnish says, yes, this helps. Thank you. What tools do you use or suggest to use to grow the muscle of being present? Okay. Hello, Magic, Gita says. Okay. What tools do you use? Be present. That's a tool. You get the energy of just being present. It's like, shake the monkey mind off. Stop looking and start being. Being present is right in the center of who you truly be. Like I was just reading about the Tao yesterday on the plane, and the whole thing about being in the center. There's this and there's this. There's the pendulum that swings. What I'm asking you to do is be present. Present is nurturing. Present isn't always uncomfortable. Present is there's no reason, justification, subjugation, expectation, projection. It's like, It's like that first time you ever had ice cream, if you like ice cream, or chocolate brownie. I mean, I went to boarding school, and they had this chocolate brownie dessert with sauce on the bottom and ice cream on the top. And my first bite was like, oh, that's being present. Dorette says 10 thumbs up. Let me know if that assists you at all. Jagnish. Gita, I go for what else is possible. What won't allow myself to know that I do know that would create greater. Yeah, we get very complicated. What else is possible is awesome. I don't go to what I don't know. I go to truly, who am I today, and what grand and glorious adventure can I be, do, have, create, generate, change, choose, instill, and instigate? Bring it on, right? I never go to what don't I know, or what didn't I do, because the universe hears a negative in there, right? I'm not interested, actually. It's like, oh, well, I fucked up. Oh, well. Next, what else is possible? It's the excitement of, wow, this is really interesting. I wonder what this will create. Without looking for an answer and just being present, receiving the information, asking for clarity, go into the old Ask Susans on Ask Susan TV. We talked about that, right? You want the clarity. Yeah. Hi, Lori. Zipporah says, okay, cool. When I allowed myself to be present and aware of what your super amazing questions creates, it's like I can be an expert cow wrangler with a magic lasso in the midst of energy stampede of longhorn freakouts. Thank you. Thank you, Zipporah. Yep. And you see, I know I mess up. Sometimes I'm in total allowance. Oh, well, that was 10 seconds ago. I'm not going to deal with, it's like, don't stop dealing and start being present. Okay, there was another one here. Jagnish, I don't know if you popped in again here. Okay, being present is more of a muscle than a tool, right? So great question, Jagnish. It's the muscle of being pregnant. Pregnant with magic. That's funny. Okay, is anybody pregnant on this call today? That just popped right in. It's that muscle of being present, right? We have the capacity. Have you ever asked for something and it just is like, bam, right? It's a muscle of being present, right? That's what magic is. And the way you exercise a muscle, exercise your magic capacities to change and shift time, right? To transform what isn't working into something greater and what is greater into even something else, right? Are you willing to surprise yourself with how much you can actually shift and change, right? Don't buy what isn't working for you. Start to be present with what is. Acknowledge, acknowledge, acknowledge. Gratitude is the magic fairy dust that creates more. Gita says, thank you for that kick to a call awareness up with magic. Gratitude is magic. You know, again, how many people do you come in contact with that just are present with the glorious possibilities, right? And it's like, oh, I'll have what they're having. You do have what they're having. You just haven't exercised the muscle. See, Jagnish, you just started a whole new thing with me. Yeah. Any other questions? Anything popping for people? How has this been for you? Any big takeaways? Just so I'm in the right. Hey, Vanessa! It's so easy to step into reaction instead of action, especially picking up people's chaos. Lori says, gratitude in magic. I love it. So, here's the deal. Hey, Parita, we know what we're doing. When you buy anything as true and real, there's no magic there. You've made it concrete. It's like, wow, that's an interesting point of view. Not mine. Right? And Erica, and often by being the presence that you truly be, right? By being aware. We just took the last plane out of Costa Rica. Now, here's the awareness and the magic in the universe all working together. About 6 months ago, I booked this trip with Kelsey, my daughter, one of my daughters, and my two little grandbeings, and Ricky and myself. And at one point, Kelsey, it was Saturday to Saturday, and at one point, Kelsey said, you know, it's not so much fun coming back with all the kids from spring break. Let's change it to Wednesday. Not a problem. We changed it to Wednesday. The last plane leaving Costa Rica was on Wednesday. Now, we chose this 6 months ago. Awareness? Magic? No point of view? What would be light? What would be fun? What would create the greatest amount of possibilities? Choose it. Right? That's magic. Right? When you're willing to play with the magic of who you be in your awareness, the universe plays with you. And there were people outside of the plane who worked at the airport waving us all goodbye, saying, come back another time, pura vida. Right? That's the magic of who we be. When you're willing to play with magic, magic plays with you. Lori, I've been feeling stuck and I think I forgot to not buy the story. Thanks for the reminder. You are so welcome, Lori. Hey, Ilanka. Hey, Erica. Absolutely. It's just a story. There's no, we use stories. You hear me use stories all the time if you come to any of my classes or on Ask Susan. A story is, the fun part of a story is it gives people an idea of oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah. But notice there's nothing heavy about it, right? I'm not holding on to it. It's not like pour me, another. So it's really magic. What can I create today? What magic? What magic are you already being today that you haven't acknowledged? Right? That's why I start my day every day with acknowledging who I be, what I'm doing, and what I came here to be and do. The magic of what I came here to be and do. I don't have to know what it is. I'm not looking for proof or for verification. Right? It's like, oh yeah, cool. Like this morning, got up, chatted with clients. It's just like, oh, cool. What can we shift here? That's magic. Shifting what isn't working, that's magic. Are you willing to acknowledge that? It's not about climbing the greatest mountains in the world. And then there's nothing wrong with that. It's about, magic starts with you being present, are you creating surroundings that are magical for you? Are you creating with people that are nurturing, right? That's magic. When two or more are gathered, it's the magic we create together. Teresa, magic occurred for me on Tuesday. I received a new full-time job. Yeah, baby. And I do believe, yes. Cool. And the happy dance, the gratitude. I'll have more of that. This light is a bit weird. Hey, Catherine. So we're just coming to a close. As most of you know, I like to keep these short and sweet. If you're watching this afterwards, just press #replay. Let me know your takeaways, right? Because then we know where to go. This is ongoing conversations. These conversations never end. They're magical, right? Thank you so much. Gita, how much mimic are we using at this time? Can we clear on that? It's a choice. Yeah. Gita, the thing is, when we choose to mimic someone else, we're not being present. So you know, right? Like all the biometric mimicry. What is that funny light? It's just weird. Sorry, I'm going to move this down there. At least it's at my chin. I think it's the sun coming in or something like that. Oh, that's magic. Biometric mimicry. Whenever we choose to mimic, once you're aware you're mimicking, you choose something else, right? Here's I have an interesting point of view on clearings, okay? It's like when I'm going to make something, I look for a pot, the right kind of pot, but initially I know what I'm asking to create with, right? I'm willing to be that. Like I knew last night when we went to bed at 2:00 in the morning, I took some chicken out of the freezer and I looked what's in the fridge and I'm like, oh, there's some root vegetables. Ooh, my body was like, yeah, can we have like a 1-pot meal tomorrow night with cooked vegetables under the chicken and a glass of wine? I'm like, yeah, so much for quarantine. Works for me. Right? That's magic of knowing, magic of having it all there, magic of knowing what's possible. I didn't clear anything, right? So I guess what I'm asking you is, people go to clearings as if it's an answer. Are you willing to be the shift and change that you're asking for? There's one thing to have clarity. Oh, wow, I was biomimetically mimicking my mother, my father, my neighbor next door, the people who are hysterical about coronavirus. Oh, okay, how's it working for you? Not. Okay, cool. What would it take to change that? Choice. Right? Choice. Have me being present is a really good question with me and what I'd like to create. You know, the first thing I do when I'm working with a client is tell me what you'd like to, how do you see yourself? What does it taste like? What would you like to be creating 6 months from now? And we get a sense of that. There's nothing to clear. We get a sense of that. And then we chunk it down. Where do we start? How do we start? And I know some of you are on my infinite 12-month calls. That means you can work with me anytime you want. It's unlimited calls for a year. And there are those of you who are taking advantage of it and those of you who aren't. And if you're not and you want to be part of that, contact me. It's like you got me in your back pocket for the year. I'm going to go backwards here because everybody's popping in, which I love. Let's see. Where were we? Yeah, Gita, let me know how that works for you. Durit. Actually, I'm reading a book now, The Power of Now. Right now, dealing with a 20-year-old boy from the garage filled with lots. The past knocking pops up and I try to have gratitude for whatever shows up there from the past. Maybe it's just better to choose to throw the box out. Yes. Okay. Whenever we say I'm trying to have gratitude, no, sorry. You might ask, who am I being? And does it work for you? If the world ended in a week, what would you do? Would you hold on to the box and hold on to the being pissed off? Or would you leave the box in the garage? Say, you know what, I'm throwing it out in 2 months if you haven't come by. Or throwing it out in a month if you haven't come by. And throw it out. If you're holding on to something that's weighing you down, that doesn't create magic, right? Are you willing to honor you, what you're asking about your life and your living, right? I have 4 kids that it's called tough love, babe, right? Yeah, this doesn't actually work for me. What would work for you? Right? I would like to see this out of the house in a month. Is that a possibility? Give a time frame, just the way I work with my clients. How do you see your life 6 months from now, 3 months from now? We're going to honor that, and let's go. Yeah, let me know, Dorit, how that works for you. Gita, oh yeah, light beings with this call. How many light beings with this call? Tons. Jagnees, can you show the energy of not being invested in our coming to magic and keep choosing even if this is not what you thought or desired? Okay, it's not magic if you have an expectation. You know, we talk about being distracted by expectations, projections. It's not magic. It's not, magic is, right? Anything you're invested in is going to shift the energy of the myriad of possibilities of how it could show up. So it's not about constant clearing. It's about being present with what is, what's greater here, right? What's greater here that I haven't been willing to be or see. What else is possible here? And acknowledge, wow, I'm going to receive with gratitude what I am creating. That's the magic that people are missing in their lives. They're not willing to actually just be present and receive and acknowledge what they are creating. Okay, perhaps it's not working the best of all possibilities. Ask what possibilities are greater here for me. And pick which one is your priority, right? If you're invested in an outcome, it didn't start with magic. You might ask, at what age was I told to be invested in an outcome? And who did I buy that from? That would be my question. And then let it go. It's like, wow, that's silly. Let it go. And we have tons of ways of letting it go. Again, you want to work with me privately, I'm there for you. Private message me. I work with people in 3 months, in 1 year unlimited. 3 months, we get, some of you are on those calls where we get down and dirty every other week and we go for it. It's a commitment to you. Are you willing to commit to you to being present? Alanka, funny, I unfreezed chicken last night for one pot meal too. Yum. Cool. Lori, would love more info on the infinite calls. Cool. You know what, Lori, private message me and let's get on a call and I will tell you, we'll talk about if it's a good fit, right? The unlimited calls, it's, again, some of you are already on those, and if you're on them and you love them, just say, I'm on them and I love them. Let people know. It's unlimited for 12 months, and we start off with a 30-minute session, and then it's 15-minute laser coaching every time you are, Susan, I need you. We're here now. Let's go. It's that easy. And you get home play, and you got to do that home play, right? We don't meet again until that home play is done. The home play could just be about living in the question of something. It's up to you. What is it that you'd like to see? Where do you want to see yourself a year from now? And what magic would you like to be playing with? Gita says, thank you for reminding us that choice creates. Maureen, it's not magic if there's an expectation. Thank you. Absolutely. Jim, magic is finding Susan live. Jim, I love ya. Jackie says, thank you. Yay. Yay. Awesome. Okay. I love this. This is so cool. You know what? This is the magic of following the energy. When I got home last night, I just took an aerial tap into all the peeps on Ask Susan. I'm like, how could I be with you in a way that's different? And what is it that you're asking for? And thank you all for writing in. Magic got the biggest pop. Internet downloading now. Thanks, Dorit. All right, I adore you all. Again, if you are watching this on the replay, #replay, and tell me your takeaway. I love hearing from you. If you're interested in 12 months of unlimited laser coaching, having me in your back pocket, private message me or contact me, Susan@SusanLazarHart.com. Susan@SusanLazarHart.com. And if you want to get the full muscle in, and we work for 3 months full on, that's also an option too. Now's the time. Change it up, right? Be the magic you truly be. I wonder what that could create. Adore you all. Come on in with your topics for Ask Susan Sunday Live. I'm going to be writing the newsletter this afternoon. And tell me, what else are you looking for? Why not play? Right? There's so many people offering courses right now on, how to do what you were doing from home. Well, why not change? Why not use the magic we be the creatives we are, and change it up? That's what I'm finding exciting about all of this. This is where the people who are willing to play with consciousness and magic create. So come and play. Let's see what we can create together. Adore you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.